We begin with this. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is traveling to Washington right now to meet with President Biden and address a joint session of Congress. This is his first known foreign trip since Russia invaded his country back in February. Ed O'Keefe joins us now live from the White House with more on all of this. Ed, good morning to you.
Errol and Aziza, good morning. President Biden informally extended an invitation to President Zelensky to visit Washington last Wednesday. He accepted that invitation on Friday, and over the weekend, the office of Speaker Nancy Pelosi was informed, allowing the elaborate planning for this surprise visit to begin. Before leaving for the U.S., Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky made a surprise visit Tuesday with soldiers in the frontline city of Bakhmut. Troops handed him a Ukrainian flag and alluded to it being delivered to American leaders. It's a visit that the former U.S. ambassador to Ukraine, William Taylor, says the world is watching.
He'll be telling Americans and the lawmakers why it's important for Ukraine to win.
The visit comes as lawmakers are preparing to pass a federal spending plan that includes about $40 billion in direct aid to Ukraine. Wednesday, Mr. Biden is set to unveil a plan for $2 billion more, and that he plans to provide Ukraine with training in the use of Patriot missiles, an advanced system capable of shooting down aircraft and ballistic missiles in any weather condition. The visit with Congress is also a chance for the Ukrainian leader to speak directly with skeptical Republicans, increasingly concerned about a blank check approach, as the GOP is poised to take over the House in about 2 weeks.
President Zelensky needs to look the American people in the eye and explain in a larger sense what the struggle is all about.
It's been 300 days since Russia began its invasion of Ukraine, and relentless bombings have plunged much of the country into darkness.
He needs to hear from American lawmakers, but American people, American government, that we understand that he's fighting for their own liberty, but he's fighting for our security as well.
Zelensky's visit to Washington will begin here at the White House, where he'll hold a meeting with the president and other cabinet secretaries. The two leaders will then hold a joint news conference sometime after 4:30 p.m. Eastern, before Zelensky then heads to the U.S. Capitol, where he'll meet with lawmakers and address a joint session of Congress later tonight. Errol and Aziza, of course, live coverage of that all day long here on CBS News.
That's right. And Ed, part of live television is sometimes there's some landscaping behind you and you have to get a microphone close to your mouth or whatever's happening. So we appreciate you barreling through that for us. You mentioned in your report there is additional funding for Ukraine, the Ukrainian president hoping to get some training also from U.S. forces, but Republican skepticism that there are some domestic issues that need funding as well. Talk to us about what Zelensky's hoping to really accomplish from what happens today.
Our understanding is that this is primarily an opportunity for the Ukrainian leader to say thank you to the United States, which of course is his largest financial benefactor as this war continues. This has been talked about for several months between Ukrainian and U.S. officials, and as we said, the formal planning and invitation for this really has just come about in the last week or so. It will also give him an opportunity to speak with lawmakers who lead the various national security committees and maybe try to speak to some of the growing but still minority skepticism among Republicans, concerned that the tens of billions of dollars that continue to be sent to Ukraine are being sent with very few strings attached and very little congressional oversight. That is going to change next year once Republicans take over the House, and they say they just simply want to know, how's that money being spent? What exactly is being sent to the Ukrainians? Should there be a rethinking of some of that? But by bringing Zelensky here at a time when Congress is being asked in short amount of time to approve that multi-trillion-dollar spending plan that includes another $40 billion in aid to Ukraine, the hope is that that will be approved quite quickly. The war will continue through this brutal winter, and that under divided control next year, Washington will have further debate over how exactly U.S. support should continue. But again, it's vocal, but it's a small segment so far of the Republican Congressional Caucus that is just saying we need a little more oversight, a little more understanding at least, of what this money is being used for.
Sure.
And now, Ed, President Zelensky is on his way en route to the United States. President Biden has welcomed him on Twitter. What is security like for the visit of President Zelensky in Washington?
Let's just say this as he's in. By the way, welcome to the national stream team. We appreciate you helping out this week. Word of this leaked out yesterday afternoon against the wishes of White House and congressional leaders who were trying to keep the details of this under wraps, specifically for the Ukrainian leader's security. And they didn't confirm the full details or didn't allow us to report them until overnight, once it was known that Zelensky was out of Ukraine, in Poland, and safely on his way here. What we don't know is exactly how is he getting here, in the sense of whose aircraft is he flying, what route is he taking, where exactly in Washington or in the Washington area is he landing. And all of that is being kept secret, for now at least, out of significant security concern for him, even while he's here in the United States. And I suspect we'll learn much more about the details of this trip once he's safely back in Ukraine at some point in the future. But our understanding is this is his one stop, and he will leave Washington tonight and go back to Ukraine, unless there are plans for him to stop somewhere else on the way home.
All right, Ed, thank you. Completely understandable to keep security under wraps
Makes
for
sense.
this trip.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed.